Why we should talk about inclusion? I think everyone is well aware of the fact that it is a necessary requirement for businesses. It's not just a good to have, it's a must-have activity for businesses. If you look at how the statistics look like, our 80%, it increases our business decisions by 80%. We make better business decisions. We take lesser times. I mean, who would not want to spend lesser times in meetings? If you have a diverse workforce, you will end up spending half the time in your meetings and make better business decisions. You will be more innovative, you will be more collaborative, and you will attract better talent. Yet, the fact that the business is getting impacted in the most positive manner ever, we are still behind on gender diversity, and I'm talking only of the binary gender. We will take 135 years to bridge this gender gap. Women, through the lockdown, despite the flexibility provided by organizations, which was a forced flexibility to be provided despite the lockdown, women were 7 times more likely to drop out of workforce and 11 times more likely not to return to work the corporate jobs ever. That's the sort of statistics that we have. We are earning 20% lesser than our male counterparts for similar jobs. So I'm not sure that's the reason. Maybe that's the reason we will take another 135 years. But we have a long journey to go. We talk about the basics. The law actually forces us to look into the basics, yet we are not there. Equal Remuneration Act, and I'm talking about 20% lesser pay. I'm not sure how these two are going hand in hand in the Indian ecosystem as of now. POSH, I mean, women are still struggling to get safety at work. Casual comments about how you should dress up when you are going and meeting a client, how you should dress up or not dress up when you are coming to office. You know, those comments are pretty uncomfortable. We might have policies in place. However, how are those policies being implemented? What are your managers talking about on the floor? I had a manager who had a habit of calling everyone darling, which was a pretty uncomfortable situation. I had never had anyone in my life call me that. But yeah, I mean, they didn't feel it was uncomfortable, but I think it's about checking with the other person how comfortable they are with the sort of language being used. But POSH, for example, is another law which needs a very high level of implementation. It's there in principle, but it needs to be practiced. And just because your organization does not have cases being reported does not mean that it's not happening on the floor. You need to really look into your mechanism of reporting in case you don't have a single POSH case in the organization. Then there are other acts, Industrial Labor Act, the Factories Act, Contract Labor Act. All of them have a certain provision in terms of the basic that you should provide to a women employee.